Instagram and on Dorking NCT Facebook page. Feature Friday, good afternoon. It's lovely and sunny and it's rained. It's been very changeable here today. We have a new carrier from Close and it's the Caboo DX Go. So we haven't had this one in the library before. It's new. We added some new Caboo lights and Caboos to the library recently and we ordered this at the same time. So it's very, very lightweight. This is from a 6-month-old carrier. It says 6.5 kilos up to 20 kilos. So it's for front carrying or back carrying. And it's really, really lightweight. The waistband is very, very thin. And it has rings on the sides, similar to the Caboo here. To tighten, you're going to pull down. So instead of having a buckle here, it's rings and they're already threaded for you. So for a front carry, we're just going to clip that accessory strap together. That's on these little rails which can go up and down. It's got limited movement compared to some of the others which will go all the way. We're going to pop our baby in, tuck their pelvis towards us, go underneath, and you can see it's quite a nice wide carrier. This is my bigger doll. So in order to get a good fit on an older child, it is much wider carrier, so it's going to depend on a little bit more than just simple saying age or size. And then you're just going to pop that over your head, and then your arms can come out to the sides. So again, if you're finding that that's not enough space, then you can absolutely loosen your straps. There we go. Can I get that down? I'll probably move that down. Try to move that down a little bit on me. That's got twisted there. There we go. There we go. That feels in a better place. And then you're just going to simply pull on this to tighten. So it's a little bit easier. It goes through the rings a little bit easier than say a buckle would. You've got no adjustment here. Some carriers obviously have that little loop there, and that is your front carry. You've got this lovely hood which goes into these little hidden bits there. That also is a really handy feature because it rolls up and goes straight into the pocket here. So if you don't use this, you can have this and pop that away. Ideally for the baby, we want it no higher than sort of the middle of their neck. So this doll is sort of a little bit overspread. Ideally what we're looking for is those knees to go straight down, okay? And then if we're wanting to loosen, normally you would just pull back on the buckle, but what you're going to do is push back on the rings a little bit and release the pressure because rings work on pressure. So we're just going to lift that top ring and it loosens quite nicely there. So if you want to do your back carry, you can either do the walk like an Egyptian method, one arm up, and then that arm would come down and through. Again, if it's not loose enough, just pull back a little bit more on that, like that, and hips scoot round, so breathe in, take it round. The fabric on this is a little bit more grippy, I would say, than some carriers, and then using your shoulder strap to put your arm back through, and then ensuring that you can reach and put your arm back through that one. You can do all of the other methods which I've done videos for, and then you would tighten, and again this is nice because you can easily move this up and down if you've done a front to a back carry. And if you need to tighten it again, you're going to pull those backwards. So you can see this fabric is stretchy, so it goes through these rings really nicely, and these are really lightweight straps. It's not very bulky underneath the arms. The waistband is quite not too firm padding, it's very, very shallow padding, so it's just enough. Really comfortable lightweight carrier. I think it's a really good one if you're going on holiday, you're going away, you want something that packs up really, really small. I'll show you. At the bottom of the carrier, we have it in this lovely blue, is a pocket. And inside this pocket is this net bag. Now this carrier actually fits into this bag. It's a bit like a pack-a-mac. It will roll up and fit into here. And so it goes that small. So it's really great for carrying around and popping it, you know, for travelling, or you know, so it's really, really helpful from that point of view. This bit is like a soft jersey, lovely blue. You've got sort of a mesh fabric next to the baby, but they're a really lovely carrier. So when you know, if you found you've used a stretchy wrap or a Caboo and you want to move on, this is a lovely one to move on to. In terms of, it feels quite straightforward. pulling on those rings. It's quite different. There are very few carriers like that on the market. Most of them have buckles there. It does glide lovely through the rings there. It does mean that it's only one direction in terms of some of the carriers now have the option, as well as pulling this way, to pull this way. So obviously we don't have that because the buckle, there isn't a buckle, it's rings, and so that's the way that they're threaded. But yeah, it's a really lovely carrier, and it just packs up really nicely and small. So I think it'd be a lovely addition to the Sling library. As I say, a front and a back carry as well. And this is the bit that the hood just rolls into. So there's lots of lovely little features which they've really thought about in terms of how the carrier looks when you're not, say, using certain features of it. It looks very clean, and you have got lots of bits dangling and hanging down. So that's now the hood tucked into there and gone away. And again, this little detail where you pop your hood clips into is sort of hidden. And so it's really sort of quite sleek in terms of how it looks. You haven't got, like I say, lots of dangly bits hanging down. So that's the back where you've got the rings. So they're a plastic ring, and this is like a jersey fabric. These are part of our Sling library, so they're available to hire from the Sling library. We have our next session on Tuesday, the 22nd. It's £8 for 2 weeks or £15 for 4 weeks. So this one fits into that next sort of size up category. In terms of, we have some really suitable ones for newborn. This one will not work for newborn. This is for moving on from other carriers perhaps, or stretchy wraps or caboose. If you cannot make Sling library, get in touch, as I do consults from home, or I can come to your home, bring a selection for you to try. I had someone this morning for a toddler carrier, 20 months old, and they're going on holiday. So there's lots and lots of options, and we want to get you carrying as safely, comfortably and confidently as possible. So lots and lots of options for you. Obviously we have the newborn hire scheme, which our caboos are also part of. So you get 4 weeks free hire if your baby's under 6 weeks old. Either a caboose, stretchy wrap, or an Ease Me baby carrier. So absolutely pop along or DM me with any questions you have. Based in Dorking at St Paul's Church. Have a look at either on the Dorking NCT Facebook page, or get in touch with Sling Consultancy. Have a great weekend.